Okay, we continue on with the delete user page. So the first thing we want to do on cleaning up this grid view is only show a few of these fields. We'll probably show username, email, and then maybe like the creation date. There's a couple dates shown here, our last logged in date. So to do that, we need to know the field names that we're getting from the database, and we'll say let's tie a column to that particular field. And I've already done this, and we're going to grab the code from the page I've done this on. And to do that, the trick is we build these bound columns. And each bound column will have the header text that goes inside of it, and then the data field that's associated with. So the ones I'm going to grab here are username, email, creation date, last login date. And then, let's grab those, put them over on our page. And this goes inside our data grid after our columns. So we have our columns, and then we have our bound columns. Then the other thing we're going to do here in our grid view is say this auto-generate columns equals false, because this says every column that comes from the database, make a column for it in our grid view. When we make this false, it says only use the columns that we ask for. Then the last thing we're doing here is doing some formatting on those date strings. And this is something we've probably looked at this in a different tutorial, but you need to know these format strings. So it's something you can just Google too if you want to change the formats of these things. Okay, and it looks like I'm missing something here too. I can't have column here. Actually, this bound column needs to probably go inside. This whole section needs to go inside our columns. There we go. Okay, so let's test this out. Now you notice we only have the columns that we want to see, and we've fixed the format on these strings so we can see when this account was created and when did they last log in. So that's it. Again, to do this, what we did was changed auto-generate columns from true to false. And then I actually went through and read the data field names so I could put them in each of these bound columns. Then for each column I want, I created a bound column. Put the header text, what do I want to see at the top of the column, and then which data field do I want to tie it to. And for the two dates, I added a data format string.